line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Regular. 6 guys. Check 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Balaj. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gay's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check. Alert! I got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. General West. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Half.
On play action, Allen taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
Check, 59, 59. Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, Tyler. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Back to throw. Tyler hits his running back, Pirine. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
15, 59. Now! Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come on, night. Hey! Get him, you got it. Mike, look at me. Zipper. Hey, exit. Right. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Pick it up. Mike's 59. Look at me. Door. Snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tyler escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Now a handoff here to his running back. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2nd and 9 now. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Alert 3. Check, check. Twist on travel. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Set. 50. Plant. Pilot. 64. Weak.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Balaj. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now Pirine. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run with Balaj. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Mike 9, 180. We gotta get to that. Mike over there. Strip that ball. Strip that. Alert, alert, alert. Check. Hey, watch hands, watch hands. 61, matchbox lights.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike 9.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
Ready to break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Breida. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back now in San Antonio as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Tyler. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
54.
On 4th down, Tyler. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 25, check 25. Yep. Check 25. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Tyler. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Off play action. Tyler eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Let's go. AC game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Joker.
Throwing on first down. Tyler. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey.
He's got a man, complete, 20, and touchdown. Curtis Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Right there. 54.
Off the play fake. Tyler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Haywood. I'm coming up to you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Be crippled.
On 4th down, Tyler. And that's caught by Smith. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Go.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Pull it high. Check 4. Check. Fresno. Get it.
They'll try to run it here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert, alert, alert.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Tyler. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
On first and 10, Tyler. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Throwing on first down, Tyler. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. To throw again, Tyler. He's got Smith here. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we're trying to do quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles...